Shaw.
Check 1, 2, check. Check 1, 2, check. Mountain View Mavericks taking on Rockyview Silvertips at the Innisfil Twin Arena. Blue surface. Looking like we're about at 2:45 tip-off here. Test number 1. And hello, lacrosse fans. Welcome inside the Innisfil Blue Arena, where it is a game day for the Mavericks as they take on the Rockyview Silvertips here. Should be a good one. It's a rivalry. Two teams that have seen a lot of each other over the last little while, of course, dating back to that playoff series last year in 2024 and this year in 2025. Two of the best teams going in the Central Division. In fact, today the Mavericks will welcome the best team in the Central Division to Innisfil, as the Silvertips, after a little bit of a slow start to the season, they have certainly rounded into form with a record of 4-1-1. Their only defeat is against the Mountain View Mavericks. They are with 12 points first in the Central Division. I should say they're 6-2 first in the Central Division with 12 points. The Rockyview Silvertips once again are where we expect them to be. Meanwhile, the Mavericks right on their heels. They're where we expect them to be as well, with a record of, you guessed it, 4-1-1. They have 9 points. That's second in the Central Division, so 3 points trailing. Big game today, no doubt about that. A good opportunity to take a swing in the standings and hopefully lay the groundwork for what should be a good stretch run to come here. We're about to welcome our Mavericks out onto the surface here in Innisfil. We've got a couple of minor lacrosse players, I beg your pardon, out there as part of things today for Innisfil minor lacrosse, which is what we love to see, of course, that integration between community and the Mavericks. That is what it's all about. The Mavericks, they are coming off a little bit of a setback yesterday against the Crew. A 9-9 tie on the road at Jerome McGinley Arena. It was certainly a good atmosphere. Great game as well. The Mavericks just one shy of a result in that one. They'll take that tie, put that into the column, and we'll see how big that is as we move throughout the season. Of course, the Silvertips now very much in control of their own destination. If they can continue the pace that they are on, then they will run away with the Central Division crown. But this, again, is a massive swing game today in the standings on a Sunday matinee. It is a long weekend for some, of course, across both Canada and the United States. I'm sure there's plenty of people watching throughout the United States as well, which is what we love to see, following along with some of our very talented college athletes that we have here north of the borders. We are still getting set to welcome our Mountain View Mavericks out here. Like I mentioned, that the Tips and the Mavericks actually did play back May 2nd. That was the home opener for the Mountain View Mavericks right here in Innisfil. A little bit of a sleepy game, if you ask me. Both teams took a while to get into it. Resulted in a 4-3 Mavericks win. 4-3. That's not a score line you'll see too often when it comes to Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League action. The officials have made their way out there, of course, as we'll get set to welcome out the rest of the players as well. Getting a little bit slow underway today. We're a little bit delayed as we had some minor lacrosse run a little bit late here at the Innisfil Arena. Allows enough time for plenty of folks to come on down, and there is actually some riffraff hanging around from some of that minor lacrosse action that we saw earlier in the day. Looks like it's going to be a pretty lively crowd here on a Sunday at the Innisfil Twin Arena. Would encourage all Mavericks fans to make their way down to Innisfil if you're still in the vicinity. Maybe you're within driving distance. Get yourself down here. The bar is very much open. Brad Bouchard and the brass of the Mountain View Mavericks making sure that there's plenty for the fans to take in, and there are indeed some beverages up at the Innisfil Blue Arena here. Make your way up the grandstand to your right, and you'll find that right in the room there. You can go enjoy that and enjoy some high-flying Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League action. It's Junior B Tier 1, of course, and the Mountain View Mavericks just about ready here. We're waiting for today as the Silvertips are out on the floor. Led by starting goalie today is number 31, Jacob Orr. Throwing us a little bit of a fastball, as we're used to seeing Caden McDonough in there, of course, for the Silvertips. But today it will be Jacob Orr getting the start. And we expect for the Mountain View Mavericks to go to Old Reliable. That's Alex Swan, who took the warm-up, of course, for the Mavericks. He looks very much ready to go in this one. Arguably the MVP of the 2024 season for the Mavericks. And again, a big part of things this year as well. Meanwhile, offensively for the Mavericks, it's been a little bit by committee, I would say, so far. How about Jace Victoria? New player for the Mavericks, comes in, registers 5 goals, 12 assists, 17 points in 5 games played. Not too shabby at all for Jace Victoria, who's been a big part of the offense. Riley Benko, returning player, he's got 13 points of his own. So too does Devin Gardner. Trey Christensen, head coach of the Mountain View Mavericks, will be very happy to hear that. Some of his scoring spread out after last year. Of course, it was the Luke Hildebrand show, it felt like, for a lot of the time. Hildebrand put up massive numbers in his 2024 campaign, his senior campaign here, as we Welcome the Mavericks out onto the floor. Alex Swan indeed does lead the way as the rest of the boys make their way out. Lots of noise in the arena today for what should be a massive RMLL tilt. It's the Rockyview Silvertips taking on the Mavericks as we get set for the national anthem here in Innisfil. We'll take that in, and when we return, it'll be time for tip-off between the Mavs and the Tips.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Well, they're fired up here in Innisfil, as you can hear. Oh, Canada echoes through the Innisfil Twin Arena, and we're getting set for a big one here between the Mountain View Mavericks and the Rockyview Silvertips. It's a massive clash in the Central Division in the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League, of course. It's a good one. It's Baron Van Klooster rinkside with you today. No Dawson Naylor. Dawson is sitting this one out. He's out working. We wish him all the best, of course, as we'll take on this one. It's a rivalry game. There's no doubt about that. The two best teams in the Central Division over the course of history, I would say, as well. Over the last couple of years, it has been the Mavs, it's been the Silvertips, and lately it has been the Silvertips getting the best of the Mavs here, but of course earlier on this season it was the Mavericks with a 4-3 victory right here on this very surface. Should be a good one as the offense will make their way out there, it appears, to start this game. Riley Lodemeyer is out there. He's a transition player. I should correct myself in that. Have started to pick up some of the nuances of lacrosse over the last little while, so looks like the transition crew will start things off. How about Remy Pinchot in to take this face-off as we're getting set for it. Delayed start gets everyone a little bit more antsy inside the Innisfil Twin Arena. Pinchot digs in. Takes off against Matthew Drivet-Legault, and Legault will push it forward, and away they go. The Silvertips have possession, but they quickly bobble it in the left-hand corner. Picked up, and now the transition will get underway with Cole Tuitt. Tuitt up top. Waits for Logan Newhook to join him. That's Nate Shabak, the leading scorer for the Silvertips, who dishes off. Now cutting inside, Isaac Nickel. Nickel had a goal against the Mavs last time out. That centering pass is picked off by who else but Riley Lodemeyer. In transition, here comes the captain. Lodemeyer, middle of the surface here as Everett Moratori takes over. An electrifying player for the Mavericks offensively, but he'll go off for a change, dish it off quickly. Here comes Sinclair. Sinclair dishes off. Here's Gardner with an opportunity. He bobbles. Now firing a long shot on is Hayden Sutherland. That one's off the wall, but kept in. Held in by Jace Victoria, who lets fly, and that's a big-time save by Jacob Orr. Back the other way, here come the Silvertips. Mavs do have their first shot. Silvertips with their second possession. There they come now, left-hand side. Waiting methodically is Graydon Clark. He's got some reinforcements now. Pick getting set up. Goes across. Nickel in tight as Schroeder. Big save again. Swan makes two stops. As right on the doorstep was Cole Tuitt. Swan's pass up the floor is almost successful as a bobbling puck is just left behind by Liam Steele. Picked up by Nickel. Here come the Silvertips in transition. We played just about 90 seconds. Nice Nice interception right in the middle of the floor here. That's Drake May doing good work. May now under some pressure here. 2 Tips players, now 3 around him as he shovels it forward. Nice play by Drake May. Now it's Brendan Harnick. Harnick now to the outside. He's got Liam Steele. Steele's got it. Liam Steele. Cross 4 pass. This is Riley Benko. He's got 5 on the shot clock. Sends one through the area, and that one is collected by Jacob Orr. The Silvertips goalie's got it. Lobs one up the floor. That's a nice play as well. 3-on-1 developing here. Odd man rush, but that's broken up by Everett Moratori. Centering pass, and they do score. Second time around, it's the Silvertips who take advantage, and their captain puts it in the back of the net. That's Mason Schroeder. Swan made the initial, or I should say Everett Moratori made the initial stop, got in the way of it, and then the ball just happened to ricochet. Passed out to Schroeder, who makes no mistake, and the Silvertips have a 1-0 lead. Alex Swan is here at the bench getting his stick looked after as he makes his way back into the pipes for the Silvertips, for the Mavericks, I should say. Getting all my teams mixed up today. Battle for it off the face-off, gathered by Ethan Hildebrand. Hildebrand now dishes off. This is Jace Victoria over the line. Dolinsky out there as well. This is Victoria now. Out in the corner. Then Shad. This is Hayden Sutherland who fakes a shot, takes it to the area, and it was loose, and he just couldn't bat it home. Picked up here by the Silvertips. They're over half. Nate Shabak's got it. Shabak now right-hand side for Isaac Nickel. Nickel feels the pressure. Nickel has to dish off. Now to the left side. Silvertips looking to establish offense. Nickel looking for it back. He'll have to let that one fly off the wall. And now it's gathered by the Mavericks with Ethan Hildebrand away. 2-on-1 developing. He's joined by Drake May. Hildebrand takes it in, but he couldn't get a clean shot off. Bit of a 2-on-1 developing there, but sometimes with those transition or defense sticks, it's hard to get a shot off. And my buddy Dawson Naylor talks about that often. Now it's Mason Schroeder into the offensive zone here for the Silvertips. His pass across the floor, a dangerous one, but got away with it. Actually ricochets all the way back. Now in tight, a big shot on. Good save by Swan. Logan Newhook had a great look there. Shoveled out by the Mavericks. Great effort there. Now it's picked up by Everett Moratori. Moratori down low into the corner it goes for Lodemeyer, I should say. Comes back out. Mavs slowing things down here. Moratori can't quite handle it. Chasing after the ball. He does pick it up with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Moratori looking for a lane. Can't quite find one. Loose ball is gathered by Rockyview. They're away. Drayton Myris, former Maverick. Myris under some pressure here. 2 Mavs on him. Ball comes loose. Can they grab it? And it's over the line. Away come the Mavericks. Rush up the floor here. Kai Klass lets fly, and that one misses the target. Goaltender Orr might have got a piece of that one, but it'll matter not as the Silvertips pick it up and they're away. Nolan Sharp with an opportunity. Sharp had a chance to get one off. Couldn't get a clean look, and now it's the Mavs in transition. Lots of action in this one. Oh, a big hit taken by Brendan Harnick as he hits the floor. Mason Schroeder with the back check on him. Now it's the Silvertips who have possession. Mavs play the Tips to a 4-3 victory in their home opener, but the Tips, they've been pushing hard to start this one. Transition here by the Mavericks. That's a Lodemeyer who can't quite bring that one down. Now the Tips will take it right back into the Mavericks' end. Left-hand side. Some board play here is getting things set up. It's Crawford. He's got Shabak. Now Shabak has it. Shabak under pressure. Shabak lets fly, and that one's wide of the target. Ricochets all the way out. The Rockyview Silvertips are going to hold on to it. Now they'll let fly once more, and that's a save by Swan. Here come the Mavericks up the floor. Great work here by Jace Dolinsky. Gets it into the corner. Sutherland feeds it out front, and just unable to bring that one down was Devin Gardner. Silvertips take over here. It's 1-0 Rockyview here as we've just played over 6 minutes. Left-hand side, it's Nolan Sharp carrying in. He'll cross-feed that. Top of the arc now. A little bit of room here for Zachary Cullen. He'll dish away, and now we've got a transition as I believe it's over and back. I'm not 100% sure there, but meanwhile the Mavericks trying to take advantage. They've got it in the offensive zone, and now they do have possession. Shoveling that one down low. It's a turnover from Kai Klass. Now back the other way. Here come the Silvertips. Mavericks a little bit stuck in mud right now, coming off a 9-9 tie yesterday against the Crude in St. Albert. Here come the Silvertips into the offensive zone. Right out front, Logan Newhook is denied by Swan. Had troubles finding that one, but did keep it out. Swan with another big save, keeps it at 1-0. Mavericks looking to respond here. Offense out there now. Braden Sinclair kicks it in the corner. This is Hayden Sutherland who's got it back. Fake shot, now will fire and just missed. Mavericks still with 13 on the shot clock. Here's Dolinsky. Jace Victoria. Remy Pinchard now. Top of the circles, down low. This is Victoria. And that's an excellent save once again by Orr. Back the other way. Here come the Silvertips. They're over half. They'll get a full change on now. Nolan Sharp's got it. Sharp pushed up by Everett Moratori. He'll dish off. This is Mason Schroeder. Schroeder now to Nickel, who fires one on, and that's saved by Swan. Nice save by Swan. As it's put up the line once again, here come the Mavericks. Gardner in a battle. Cole Tewitt looking to free it up, and he's left enough room for his teammate to pick it up and come in transition. Cole Tewitt. He's flanked now by, looks like Trayton Myris out there. Myris forced to make a tough pass and turns it over. There's Drake May who carries into the offensive zone. Waiting for reinforcements here. Hayden Sutherland's one of them. Sutherland looking to get towards the goal. Gets in tight and just puts that one wide. Looking to keep this one in. Great effort by Braden Sinclair. Helped out here by Jace Victoria. Right wing side, letting fly. That's Sinclair. Rebound for Drake May. That's denied as well by Orr. Hit there, but able to make the play are the Silvertips as they transition. Got themselves to half. Now it's picked up by the Mavericks. Good turnover. Here comes Brendan Harnick. Harnick now dishes off. This is Dolinsky. Nice stutter step to fake out his man. Buys himself some room out there. Still trailing by 1. The Mavericks looking to answer. Offensive zone set up here. Riley Benko on the backdoor pass. That is a great save. Great action there from Jacob Orr. A bit of a surprise to me to see Jacob Orr in between the pipes. Caden McDonough, Mr. Reliable for the Silvertips, but has the day off today. Nice check there. That's Riley Benko forcing the turnover, as that's an over and back against Rockyview. But then credit to the Silvertips who pushed Benko up against the wall and they turn the ball over. Now they're into the offensive zone with Cole Tewitt. Shabik, right wing side. This is Nickel. Nickel fakes, now fires, and that's blocked before it could get to the target. Loose ball gathered up, and now it's firing is Newhook, who is also blocked. I believe Everett Moratori wore that one in the ankles. Here's Brendan Harnick in transition. He puts that one over the target. Keep an eye on that as Moratori limping off. Meanwhile, it's the Silvertips who pick up that loose ball on their own end, and they'll transition quickly. Most of the zone time, I would argue, has been with the Rockyview Silvertips over this opening 10 minutes. Into the offensive zone they come once more. Zachary Cullen. Shabik now. Left side is Beckham Mondren. Mondren still has it. Now a tight pass inside, and that's a great save. Graydon Clark with a good look. Alex Swan up to the task. A nice transition pass as well as Drake Mays coming in. Here's Hayden Sutherland, and he scores. Hayden Sutherland with an absolute beauty, and the Mavs have tied it up and won. Big time goal from Hayden Sutherland, who made all sorts of nice moves in tight after a great transition play by Brendan Harnick as well. So the Mavs getting a little bit of an answer here as Rockyview had been pushing that opening 10 minutes. Got the 1-0 lead, but now it's a brand new ball game. It's 1-1 in Innisfail. Right back to the attack, though. Here come the Silvertips looking to regain that lead, but good recovery, good defensive play by the Mavericks. Brendan Harnick's got it once more. Harnick pushed up by Nickel, but Harnick still with the advantage here. Fakes the pass, now buys some room for some teammates on the other side. Great work. Braden Sinclair will take over. Sinclair now winds, no shot, winds again, fires, and that's denied by Orr. No rebound available either. And a whistle results in a call coming up here. I think we're going to have a minor coming. I know for a fact we're at our first period media timeout. Thought we had a call, maybe not. It remains a 1-1 ball game with 9:16 remaining. Mavericks goal, courtesy of Hayden Sutherland. Mason Schroeder had the first goal of the game, that one belonging to the Rockyview Silvertips. Trey Christensen, head coach of the Mavericks, giving some instructions to all his crew. Mavericks enter tonight's contest, or this afternoon's contest, I should say, at 4-1-1. Very respectable 9 points, has them second in the Central Division. And are chasing these Rockyview Silvertips, of course, with a three-point cushion as we head into today's action. Two teams that battled it out in the second round of the playoffs last year. The Silvertips were successful in that. We call it the Central Division Finals. Tips successful 2-1 against the Mavs. To the outside, back in action and back in the offensive zone on the Rockyview Silvertips. Shabak carried it in, he gives it to Nickel, now gets it back. Shabak just put that wide. Rebound comes corralling out. Left wing play, shot on once more, but I believe that was blocked by Lodemeyer before it can get to the cage. Alex Swan looking out to set a pick here. Transition play gets as far as about the red line, is bumped up there, but Mavericks are able to push it forward and get it over the line. Good physical play there by the Silvertips. Cole Tewitt's been all over it today. Meanwhile, in the offensive zone, the Mavericks looking to get things set up now. Out to the outside, this is Hayden Sutherland. Left wing side, nice pass, over the shoulder opportunity. That was kind of a behind the back play. Great look there from Braden Sinclair. Couldn't beat Jacob Orr. Now we've got a whistle. Mavericks are going to have possession in the offensive zone. Devin Gardner picks it up out of the corner. Riley Benko's got it now. We've got about 8 minutes to go here in the first period. 1-1 game. Hayden Sutherland, fake shot, now fires well wide, and it's picked up again by the Mavs. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Riley Benko dishes across. This is now Dolinsky. Jace Dolinsky looks to get around his man. Nice move. Liam Steele had a great lane. That's a good save by Jacob Orr. Mavs keep it in. They've got a brand new shot clock to work with as well. Now down to just 20 seconds, though. Oh, I beg your pardon. They reset that on us. Here comes Hayden Sutherland. Hayden Sutherland scores. He's got two, and that's a beauty. Sutherland's made it 2-1 Mavs. Second goal in tight there for Hayden Sutherland, showing off the mitts today. First one on the 2-on-1, managed to take that east-west, and that time just going right down the middle was Hayden Sutherland, would not be denied. That's a beauty of a goal. He's got two. The Mavericks are up 2-1. He's a big part of the team this year, Hayden Sutherland. He's going to be relied upon heavily to carry the offensive load, of course, and his leadership qualities as well. Right now, he is certainly living up to expectations. 2 goals, and the Mavericks, after being down 1-0, have a 2-1 lead. But the Rockyview Silvertips are looking to answer that right away here. Shabak's got in the offensive zone, leading scorer for the Tips. Dishes off to the left-hand side. Newhook's got it now. Newhook winds, fires. Nice save by Swan. It's loose out front, but stepping into the paint, I believe was the Silvertips player. That's Nolan Sharp who's going to get called for it, but Mavericks will pick up the ball in transition. Mavs now on the right-hand side. Into the middle. Victoria out there, so too Devin Gardner, but now in possession. This is the affiliate player today. Devin Gardner firing. That one is up over the target. No new shot clock. They'll have to work quickly here with 6 seconds. Firing one on into the equipment of Orr. And that is denied. Orr had to look for it, though. Wasn't quite sure. Now Orr on the pass. Wants to make sure he connects and will with Mason Schroeder. Big Mason Schroeder left-hand side. Captain for the Silvertips. Works his way in. Reverses. Now into the middle. Great action there for the Tips. And all sorts of room for Zachary Cullen, who put it wide. Now the Tips pick it up once more. In tight. This is Schroeder over the back. And what a beautiful goal that is. A no-look, over-the-shoulder finish. Fools everyone, including Swan. And just like that, it's 2-2. New ball game. One of the best goals I've seen all season long. Mason Schroeder with an absolute beauty finish makes it a 2-2 ball game. We've got 2 goal scorers. They've both got 2 goals. Schroeder's got 2. Hayden Sutherland's got 2. And we've got a brand new ball game here in Innisfil. Cross feed. Nice work here. Moving to the inside. All sorts of room for Nolan Sharp, but put that wide. Now Nickel will keep the offensive live, but it's going to be an elbowing call, I believe. Not 100% sure, but either way, the Mavericks do have possession. Now they come to the offensive zone. Look at this speed! Wheeling his way into the offensive zone. I believe that was Everett Moratori. He takes an extra shot. That was a little after the play there. Now Hayden Sutherland wants an explanation about why he couldn't pick up that loose ball. He thought the Silvertips had played it already, and it looks like he's getting a penalty for his efforts here as well. So Sutherland doesn't like it, but it's going to be a call coming up against the Mavs. So the first power play of the game will go to the Silvertips. We'll see what the Tips can do with this one as they started methodically with about 5:40 to go in the period. Right-hand side, this is Shabik. Now up top, it's Tuitt. Shabik gets it back. Now it's Tuitt again. Here's Tuitt, gives it back to Shabik. Now Tuitt. Tuitt winds, fires. Swan with a save. Rebound from Newhook, who can't corral it. But Mason Schroeder will pick it up. New shot clock here for the Tips. Schroeder and Tuitt exchanging. Now Tuitt will go to the right-hand side where Shabik gives it back to Tuitt. Nickel now inside. This is Schroeder who scores. Mason Schroeder's got a first period hat trick, and the Silvertips have regained the lead. Three goals for Mason Schroeder, and we've got a 3-2 Silvertips lead. They once again have a 1-goal edge. Timekeepers want to make sure everything is kosher before we get things restarted here. Liam Steele will have to dig in. Mavericks will as well. Down 1 goal. We'll see if they can claw back. They've done it once already this period. Liam Steele, a bit of a scramble off the draw. Had it for a second, but quickly it's regained by the Tips, and they've got possession in the offensive zone. This is Nickel. Nickel out to Shabik now, right-hand side. Shabik up top. Almost had troubles making that pass, but they bring it down. Now Nolan Sharp's got it. Now back to Shabik. Shabik now. Right-hand corner. Nickel out front. Good transition play. And Graydon Clark just couldn't bring that one in. Ooh. Heavy hit there by Ethan Hildebrand. Got away with one on that instance. Now the Mavericks pick up the ball and they're over the line. 4:24 remaining here in the first period. Mavericks were down 1 earlier. Got themselves a 2-1 lead. Now trail 3-2 as we've got a bit of a pick play set up there. A cross-checking call coming up. And it's going to be Riley Benko heading off. I should have noted, of course, that Mason Schroeder goal was, of course, a power play tally. And now heading right back to the power play are the Silvertips. Schroeder successful with a power play goal earlier. We'll see if they can repeat that instance and take their first 2-goal lead of the game. Silvertips with an excellent opportunity here as the Mavs are shorthanded. Tuitt's got it at the top of the arc. Dishes off to the left-hand side. No lane there. Now Tuitt and Newhook exchange. Newhook goes across. Newhook again has it. He fires. That's blocked. Blocked or stopped by Swan. I believe Swan might have got a piece of that one, but certainly laboring is Drake May. Out it comes Cole Tuitt. Tips are collapsing here a little bit, making it tight out there. Schroeder exchanges with Tuitt. Tuitt's got it again. He looks to go to Shabik. That one ricochets, but collected quickly by Cole Tuitt. Now it's Schroeder who fires and scores. He is hot. 4 goals this first period, and Mason Schroeder gives the Silvertips a 2-goal lead. On absolute fire is Mason Schroeder. My goodness. 4 goals inside 17 minutes time for Mason Schroeder. An unbelievable first period for the Silvertips captain. And now the Tips looking for more. They win the face-off here. DeVoe Legault, I should say, has it now. Now we'll dish off, transition team off. Offense back out there for the Silvertips. Mavericks bleeding right now. Need to stop it. Here comes Nickel. Right-hand side, pass broken up before it could get to Nate Shabik. Great effort by Drake May in transition. Hits his man in stride. This is Brendan Harnick. Harnick swims a couple of times, and that's a great save by Orr. Got a piece of that one. Mavericks looking to keep it in. They'll do so with Jay Stilinski. Stilinski now has that one stripped out of his stick, and now back the other way. The Tips will have an opportunity, but that's quickly corralled by Sinclair. Excellent work in recovery. Sinclair picks it up around his man, now weaves his way into the corner. Not a lot of options as he'll dish to Jace Victoria. Victoria now, Hayden Sutherland, fake shot, now will fire. That one is wide. Rebound is available behind the net, and bringing the trapper down is Jacob Orr. Here come the Tips now. 2-goal edge. Mason Schroeder, 4 goals this first period. Here comes Newhook, 3-on-1. Newhook's pass is broken up by Ethan Hildebrand. Great defense there by Hildebrand. Now in his own end, makes a nice dish up the floor as well, as over half are the Mavericks, and they make their way into the offensive zone, but that's a sloppy play. Broken up, no possession, and the Silvertips take it back. Newhook's got it. He's got Shabik with him. Who's got it now? Watch out for Mason Schroeder, big 16 out there once more. Here comes Isaac Nickel first, though. He'll dish off. Left-hand side. This is Schroeder now. Schroeder, the captain, steps into a shooting lane. None available to him. Now fakes. Had one momentarily. Now in tight. That's a better opportunity for Sharp, who's denied by Swan. Picked up by Shabik. Cross feed. Another fired on shot is denied by Alex Swan. Sharp with a couple of looks on that possession. Nice pass up the floor. Liam Steele had it in transition, and I believe Orr just got a piece of that one as well. Now the Tips will make their way up the floor, approaching the 1-minute mark of this first period. Drayden Clark holds on to it. Waits for a Mavericks player to come challenge him. That won't happen, as he'll have to dish off to Mason Schroeder. 1 minute to go officially here as they get set up with Cole Tuitt. Tuitt, a little bit of a fancy pass into the corner. Now letting fly. Big shot from Drayden Clark as well, wide, and that rebounds all the way back into the bench of the Rockyview Silvertips. As the Mavericks will have an opportunity to pick it up here in the offensive zone. Here's Sutherland. He'll get things started. Jay Stilinski, beg your pardon, that's Victoria to Benko. Now it's with Delinsky. Jay Stilinski, that one's well wide of the target. Looking to keep this one in on the Mavericks. Can Benko do it? No, he cannot. That's over half, so the defense will have to come out there. One last opportunity to transition here, you'd think, for the Silvertips, as they will in all likelihood wind up this period on the offense. Isaac Nickel. See if they want to hurry up a shot first. Shabak, cross feed. This is Sharp. Sharp looking to put that in the area, and that one ricochets into the right-hand corner. Now picking this one up. Flying effort, Superman effort from Zachary Cullen, but that, I believe, was denied by Swan. They have to be quick here. The Mavericks with less than 5 seconds. Up the floor they come. Sutherland lets fly and didn't miss by much, but just missing the outside of the right-hand corner was Sutherland, and that is how we wind up the first period of play here from the Innisfail Twin Arena. A thriller, no doubt about that, but it's the Mavericks who find themselves down 4-2 after 4 goals from Mason Schroeder in that first. How about 2 from Hayden Sutherland for the Mavericks? That's where we find ourselves 4-2 after 20 minutes of play. Want to quickly thank some of our great sponsors to help make Mavericks YouTube Lacrosse happen, including Triple Point Chemical Incorporation, TNT Customs, Hydro Testers Machining and Fabrication, I should say, Thomas Group, as well as Marlick and TX2 Recycling. Thank you to all of our great sponsors helping put Mavericks Lacrosse on YouTube this Sunday afternoon. Mavs down 4-2. We'll be back for the next 40 minutes of play on the Mavericks YouTube channel.
New dog.
Welcome back inside the Innisfil Twin Arena, where it's the Mountain View Mavericks who find themselves down 4-2 here on home floor against the Rockyview Silvertips. Mavs second in the Central Division with a record of 4-1-1 coming into this afternoon's contest. Meanwhile, it's the Silvertips sitting pretty. First place, they're 6-2. Mavs are back out there here for the final 40 minutes of play. The opening 20, I wouldn't say was the best period we've seen from the Mountain View Mavericks, especially over the course of this 2025 season. I think there will be some things that the coaching staff will want to shore up. As it's Baron Van Klooster here with you today on a Sunday afternoon, a matinee game. I'm sure going head-to-head with an Edmonton Oilers playoff game is doing wonders for us today, but nonetheless, we're happy to have you with us, and we're glad you are, as it's a thrilling game here in Innisfil between two teams that are often at the top of things when all is said and done in the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League. Last year, these two teams played a great Central Division Finals playoff series. Back and forth action. It was the Silvertips who did get the best of the Mavericks, of course, through that. But through default, the Silvertips were hosting provincials. They were unable to be the team that qualified as well. So that got the Mavericks a berth into that tournament, the Larry Bishop, where the Mavericks would do quite well themselves, earning them spot in nationals as well. And of course, we know how that went. Coming back with the B-tier championship. That was a terrific season. We'll see if the Mavs can build on that now. Down 2 goals, though. Got to deal with the short term before you can think about the long term. Here come the Mavs. They do have possession. It's Everett Moratori. And setting up a pick there a little bit earlier is going to result in a turnover. So Moratori, a little bit frustrated there, no doubt about that. Had a head full of steam, and he is forced to give the ball away. Now it's picked up here by the Silvertips, and they're into the offensive zone with Isaac Nickel. Nickel now, left-hand corner, picked up by Newhook. Newhook digging free, can't get towards the goal. Stopped up, taken over by the Mavericks. Remy Benchad, he's over the half. Benchad takes a couple of whacks there. Third one for good measure, and then takes a cross stick as well. But how about this by Benchad? Great work. As he gets a little bit of a tap from the bench in approval. Out comes the offense, though. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gonna have to be quick. Nifty pass there by Sutherland in tight. Loose ball. Looking for it on the Mavs. Devin Gardner meeting into the corner. 2 seconds. Gotta get one. They won't. Turnover by the Mavericks. Tips will pick it up first. Here comes Zach Levine. Not to be confused with the pop star, Zach Levine. Here's Nate Shavik. Down low it goes. Nice pass by the Tips, and a great shot off by Graydon Clark, who's had a handful of good looks, and another save by Swan. Shots are now 19-14. The Silvertips with the advantage there, as well as a 2-goal cushion on the scoreboard. Here they come. Everett Moratori. Great effort, but a better save by Jacob Orr. And now off the play, there's a infraction, I believe, against the Mavericks player. That's going to result in a turnover, so the offense stays out there. Mavericks look to keep pushing here, down 2. Long shot from Liam Steele is going to take a funny bounce off the end wall and bounce all the way over half. Racing this one down is Beckham Mondrum. He can't quite chase it down all the way, but it will be a Silvertips possession in the offensive zone. And the Tips will pick it up out of the right-hand corner with Nate Shavik. Leading scorer for the Silvertips behind the goal. Looking to dish it out. Shabak carries. Now will cross feed. Here's Newhook. Back to Shabak. Shabak in tight, looking for his man to it. Couldn't connect. Picked up here by the Mavericks. They'll start the transition themselves. Over the line they come now. This is Jace Victoria. Steady. Waiting for reinforcements. Devin Gardner. Gardner's now got it. Right-hand side, feels a little bit of a push there. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Gardner lets fly, and that one takes a skip up and out of play. I believe that did hit the goaltender, or so possession stays with the Mavericks. Top of the arc now. Newhook down low. It's Gardner. He's stopped by Orr. Loose ball all over the place. It's gathered by the Silvertips. Rockyview now out of their own zone. 2-on-1, 3-on-1 developing now. In tight. Good opportunity for Sharp. Rebound by Nickel. He's denied by Alex Swan. 2 massive saves by the Mavericks goaltender. Back the other way. 2-on-2 opportunity, but Benko has that one fly out of the pocket. Picked up in transition by Beckham Mondran. Mondran forced up here. Good slash by Drake May, forcing him to the outside. Cole to it now. Gets the heavy work done into the offensive zone. This is Graydon Clark. Centering pass. Shabik puts it over the target. That one could have took the head off of Alex Swan as he just ducked underneath it. Now it turns up all the way back on the Silvertips end. Good spot to start possession here for the Mavericks. Referee tells him, get away from behind the net. That's a little too convenient. He gets into the corner now. Hayden Sutherland. Dishes off. Steele. Looks to hit Devin Gardner, but that pass not connecting. And once again, the Mavericks a little bit out of sync here in the offensive zone. Orr starts the transition up the floor. Good action here. Carrying this in is Karis Adams. I beg your pardon. Nickel gets things restarted. Nolan Sharp. Back to Nickel. Nickel fires. That's a loose ball. Swan got a piece of it. And now the Silvertips are going to pick it up. They run out of time, though. That I guess Swan must not have got a piece of that. The bench certainly disagrees. I thought from my vantage point that Swan had made that save as well, but the officials disagree. Mavericks possession here as they get started. Jace Dolinsky. Dolinsky now out to Gardner. Gardner fake shot. Got some room. Tried to let that one fly. Couldn't get the shot off cleanly. It is picked up, however, by Victoria. Gives it on over. A little bit of room here. Now an inside pass intended for Sinclair, who can't bring that down. Mavericks have had a hard time putting passes together in the offensive zone, certainly over the last handful of possessions. Now in transition, here comes the Silvertips. Nate Shabik feels the pressure from Everett Moratori, so he'll reverse into the corner for Nickel. Schroeder now. Watch out for Mason Schroeder. He's got all 4 of the Silvertips goals. Clark out for Shabik. Shabik has it now. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Letting fly is Clark. Nice save by Swan. Loose ball is picked up by the Mavs. Kai Klaas shovels it over the line, and again, that's going to be a turnover or potentially a turnover. Getting the door closed in time. Backup goaltender for the Mavs. Credit there, and then a hit from behind right into the numbers on Benko in the changing area. Of course, that is a neutral area. That results in a Mavericks ball. At least I hope it is. Saying, of course it is quite the liberty, if you ask me. I think it is, though. Here comes Jace Victoria. Let's fly. That's a nice save by Orr. Ooh, that's a heavy hit on the back of Hayden Sutherland. Sutherland didn't have his feet underneath him completely, but certainly did get a push there. But he's no worse for wear. Carries it into these area there. Got a shot off, not a quality one. This time it's a rip from, I believe that was Everett Moratori, and Orr offering no rebound up, and we've got pushing and shoving all over the floor. Down low, it looks like Moratori got away with one. He's got possession, now trying to shovel that one out front, but that one ends up on the Mavericks bench, and we've got another quick whistle coming up here as well. And it looks like, from what I interpret, White's getting a slash here. So a 2-minute power play coming up for the Mountain View Mavericks. That's exactly what we're looking at here. Mavericks with their first power play of the game, and boy, is this a big one. Down 2 goals, 14 minutes left in the second. Let's see if they can get a goal. Setting things up here. Braden Sinclair is on the top of the arc. He'll let fly, and that's a nice save by Orr. Can't corral the rebound, though. It's picked up by Delinsky. He gives it back to his man Sinclair. Sinclair winds, doesn't quite fire. Ooh, and just unable to hold on to that one was Delinsky, but great recovery by Jace Victoria. Sinclair now out to Delinsky. Nifty pass out for Sutherland, who can't hold on to it. Bumped away by the Rockyview Silvertips. They can't get it out, though. Sutherland all over it. He's got possession again for the Mavericks. Minute 16 on the power play. Sinclair dishes out. This is Delinsky now. Delinsky over to Gardner, who's denied. Off the mask of the goaltender Orr. Picked up by the Mavericks. They'll keep the offense coming. Sutherland now, sharp angle shot. That's corralled by Orr as he jumps on it. And now we've got another call coming up here. It's going to be a cross-checking call coming up here against the Rockyview Silvertips. So a 5-on-3 coming up for the Mavericks. First 5-on-3 of the contest that we've seen so far. Should note that the Silvertips have 2 power play goals, both of them credit to Schroeder. And now it's the Mavericks who desperately need one on the 5-on-3. Sinclair faces some pressure there. He's backed off down low. This is Benko back to Sinclair. Sinclair, fake shot. Sinclair now in tight. Tries to shovel one home along the floor. Can't quite do so. Runs it to the goaltender Orr, who's a little bit shaken up here. It's going to be Silvertips' ball. Nifty play by Brendan Harnick. Gets in the way of that. Harnick now down low. What a goal by Brendan Harnick. The steal. The breakaway. The hands. What a magical goal from Brendan Harnick. Gets the Mavs within 1. Jacob Orr certainly wearing that one once more. Big collision into the crease area as Orr is a little bit shaken up now. He's contesting the call. It will stand, though, and the Mavericks have cut the lead down to 4-3. How about that effort from Brendan Harnick? And the vets have come to play today. Hayden Sutherland, the assistant here for the Mavericks. He's got 2. Brendan Harnick with a massive goal there. And, of course, on the other side of things, how about the captain for the Rockyview Silvertips, Mason Schroeder, with 4 goals. And that's what's keeping the Silvertips ahead. It's now a 4-3 contest. And we'll go to the tip. The Silvertips looking to come away with this face-off. Remy Pinchard making that a challenge on his man, but it'll be the Rockyview Silvertips who get it first. They're into the offensive zone now with Cole Tewitt, 1-on-1 with Ethan Hildebrand. Gets around his man. Here's Tewitt into the interior zone, and he scores. And Shavik comes to the goal mouth as well, but that goal will stand. Cole Tewitt answers right back for the Rockyview Silvertips, and they regain the 2-goal lead. Hard to question that one, but you can tell that the physicality is ramping up, and there's no love lost between these two teams. It takes the wind out of the sails, though. There's no doubt about that. This building was bumping just moments ago, and that goal by Cole Tewitt kind of put an end to all that. Mavs look to get momentum back here as they've got it off that face-off. Now they're into the offensive zone. They've got to string some passes together. This is Jace Victoria. Comes out to Delinsky, who had that one bobble on him. Now it's settled down here. Sinclair carries it in to Gardner, and that pass again. Too hot to handle for Delinsky. Now comes back out for Sinclair. Now battling time. Fake shot here by Sutherland. Tries to get into the area. Can't get one off, and the Mavericks run out of time. So again, a couple of sloppy passes here by the Mavericks results in some wasted time, and at the end of the day, they're not able to get anything out of that possession. through the middle of the floor. That one's batted down by Harnick. Just did that minutes ago for a breakaway goal. This time unable to grab possession. Now he does have it though. Right in front of the player's box for Rockyview. Great battle here by Brendan Harnick to carry it into the offensive zone. Can only go so far, of course, as he awaits transition, or a change, I should say. And boy, they're having a hard time connecting. Delinsky again had that one bobble. Benko now back to Delinsky, who lets fly, and that shot into the equipment of Orr. Had to fight to find that. Delinsky with a great look. Over the line, over half, I should say, are the Silvertips, as this power play is going to go by the wayside. The 5-on-3 sees nothing come of it, and neither does the 5-on-4. Now letting fly. Mavericks with an errant shot is going to end up back over half and into the Rockyview possession. Nice pass up the floor. This is Clark, who just couldn't get a clean shot off. Picked up by Harnick, but that's going to result in a Silvertips ball. And they've got it once more. Nolan Sharp, nickel now. Shavik looking to reconnect with Clark. Clark didn't know where that one went. Ball ends up in the corner. Battle by Lodemeyer to try to find it. He can't do so. Now it's Nickel. Nickel on the right-hand side. Nifty pass to the inside. Clark had it, lost it. Now it's picked up, letting fly. That was Sharp with a good look, but a great save by Alex Swan. In the corner, this is Lodemeyer. Lodemeyer draws a whistle here. It's going to be Silvertips possession once again. 10-12 remains in this second period. About to hit the halfway point of tonight's game. This is Schroeder. Left wing side, a little bit of room here for Nolan Sharp as he works his way into the middle. Nickel now. Right wing side, swim move to the inside, and just bobbling at the last second, that was Clark. Now comes back out for Schroeder. He dishes to Nickel. Nickel doesn't have a shot lane. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Now fires. Big save by Swan. And we've got a call in front. Arm up. What'll it be? Now it looks like both sides are going. So both Mason Schroeder heading off, and looks like Riley Lodemeyer is heading to the sin bin as well. Yeah, both sides. 2 minutes for cross-checking here, so that results in even strength with Cross coming up. Mind you, not full strength, though. It will be 4-on-4, but we have hit our second period media timeout. We're going nowhere, though. We're staying here. Yeah, 4-on-4 action, so not full strength, but even strength. 9:45 remaining, and we will not take that media timeout because of those calls. We'll continue on. Here comes Jace Victoria. He's got offense started for the Mavericks. Hayden Sutherland's got a couple of goals in this one. Looking for the hat trick. Gets his way into the crease area, and then he's taken down. Picked up by Devin Gardner now. Gardner now out of the corner. Dishes for Jace Victoria. Victoria looking to let fly. Not quite there for him yet as he dishes across. Nice look for Delinsky, who's denied. Picked up by Sutherland. Delinsky now has it again. New shot clock. 4-on-4 Lacrosse. Jace Victoria looking to hit his man Sutherland down low, but Sutherland takes a high shot and had to let that one fly by him. A little bit of pushing and shoving with his man as Orr is able to make the nice pass around the attacker. Creighton Myers had it, gets it over half, but that's quickly whistled down. Now in transition, here are the Mavs. Here's Hayden Sutherland. He puts that one off the post. Inches away from making it a 5-4 game. And inches away from a hat trick as well. This one's kicked into the zone by the Silvertips, so this is going to be a fair ball. Here's Drake May, who picks up the loose change, and now he's away. Drake May over half. Dishes over. This is Sinclair into the offensive zone. Benko now across for Delinsky. Delinsky now, he's got Sinclair. Sinclair now out front. This is Benko, who just had that one slip out. Transition coming up here from Cole Tewitt, who carries it over. 2-on-0 developing here, but quickly stopped up. Now a nice pass in the middle. Great save by Alex Swan. Jet Bloomhagen had a great opportunity, but that's a pad save by Swan. Now the Mavs are in the offensive zone. This is an errant pass off the wall. It's hopping, it's gathered. Back to full strength now as those coincidentals are over. Here's Everett Moratori in tight, he scores. Everett Moratori makes it a 5-4 ball game. Big time goal from Everett Moratori. Comes right as that 4-on-4 sequence was ending and makes it a 5-4 ball game. Everett Moratori continues his hot play, and that's a massive goal for the Mavericks, who certainly needed some sort of pushback in the score column. They had made it a 1-goal lead. Moments later, the Silvertips regained the 2-goal lead. Let's see if this time they can weather the storm, as there's a pushback here once again. Nolan Sharp in the offensive zone. Dishes across. Little bit of room here for Cullen. Cullen in tight. He's denied by Swan. Swan got a piece of it, and then it's picked up by the Mavericks in transition. Brendan Harnick, who else gets it over half? Harnick now down to the corner. Carrying this one out. And Sinclair now. Jace Victoria. Cross feed. In possession. A little bit of a bump there, but Victoria gets it back over to Benko, and now Benko loses it. His pass into the corner is broken up, but great transition. Ethan Hildebrand now out front. A great shot on. Where's the ball? Can they find it? It stays out. Goaltender Jacob Orr was looking all over for that one, but it stays out, and it stays a 5-4 ball game here at the Innisfil Twin Arena. Boy, oh boy, we've had lots of action here in our second period of play. It's been a fun one so far here in Innisfil, as the goaltenders exchange love. But Orr on that last instance, I don't know if he exactly knew where that ball was, but he was scrambling in the crease, and he did eventually find it as well, as we bring you Mountain View Mavericks Lacrosse here on the Mavericks YouTube channel. Happy to have you alongside with us, of course, as we take a look down at the Mavericks bench. Trey Christensen and the rest of the coaching staff giving some instructions down there, but throughout halfway of this lacrosse game so far, it hasn't been the Mavericks' best stuff so far, I wouldn't argue, but the Mavs have done enough to keep themselves in this ball game, just trailing 1 goal, 6:30 to go in the second, and of course a full third period of action coming up for you as well. Mavs have been down 1 goal now 3 times in this contest. They've been down 2 goals twice. They've battled back. They've had their own 1-goal lead at one point as well. It's been a kind of a wild Sunday afternoon. Here in the offensive zone is Mason Schroeder. He's got 4, but that one's picked off cleanly. Remy Pinchot's got a breakaway. Pinchot denied by Orr. What a save that was. Now in transition again, it's Pinchot trying to slam that one down Air Jordan style, but couldn't get it to go. Mavs still do have possession though. Great effort here. Devin Gardner's got it. Out to Drake May. May slows things down here for the Mavs. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Coming over is Jace Victoria into the middle. May still got it though. This is Sutherland now. Sutherland, fake shot. He's got around 1, now 2, now 3. Down low he goes. What a goal from Hayden Sutherland. Dances around the Rockyview defense and buries that for his hat trick. What a goal. It's 5-5. Wow, that was good stuff by Hayden Sutherland. Gassed at the end of his shift, but gets it done. The Mavericks with 3 solid opportunities on that possession, and with the third, they make it count. Hayden Sutherland picks up the pass from the top of the arc, swims around a handful of checks, and buries it for his hat trick goal. What an effort that was, as over and back is the Silvertips center. That was Dreveau Legault going over and back and forces the turnover. Looking for more. Here come the Mavericks. Down low, it's Moratori who's denied by Orr. Everett Moratori buzzing in the offensive zone, putting some pressure on the defensive player as well. And that's 8 seconds. They can't get it over the line. Here come the Mavericks. It's Moratori down low. He scores. Everett Moratori. The Mavericks, they take a 6-5 lead. This game has been flipped on a dime. This game has absolutely turned 180. Just about 90 seconds of play since that little stoppage we had. And the Mavericks have taken full control with 3 consecutive tallies. What a goal there from Everett Moratori. 6-5 Mavericks edge as the Silvertips looking to answer back now. Delayed call coming up though, and it'll be a power play once again for the Mavs. Nope, I beg your pardon. It'll be Ethan Hildebrand doesn't like the call, but he's being forced off to the sin bin as well. Mavs looked like they had a power play coming up there momentarily, but this one will not stand. An unsportsmanlike call picked up by Hildebrand, so he won't like that, but if you argue more, you might get another unsportsmanlike, so you got to watch out with that. Obviously, Trey Christensen and the coaching staff here for the Mavericks want an explanation about that one. They felt there was another missed call. A little bit of a conversation here between the officials and both sides, but it will be 4-on-4 Lacrosse once more. An embellishment was the call. I just picked up I was eavesdropping. You shouldn't do that. It's very rude, of course, but I was eavesdropping on the conversation between the official and Trey Christensen, head coach for the Mountain View Mavericks, and embellishment is what I call wind of. Here is Hayden Sutherland, left-hand corner. Nice, nifty move. Got the shot off, but that one stopped by Orr. Sutherland's had a handful of athletic-looking plays in this game. And that one, I think he bounced his knee off the turf there, so he's going to have to come off for a quick breather. And by turf, I, of course, mean hard concrete floor. There's no give in this thing. Picked up by Jay Stalinsky in transition. Good work to break up the play up the floor there for the Silvertips. Now the Mavericks will have an opportunity of their own. It's Braden Sinclair who dishes up top, looking to get the offense set up now. Liam Steele's got it. Steele with less than 10 seconds on the shot clock. Dishes off. Wine fire. Big shot coming on, and that's a great save by Jacob Orr. Orr, headmans. Silvertips, got to be quick. They do get it over half. Logan Newhook now down tight, and that one's wide of the target. That's the Tips' first good quality look in probably at least 5 minutes time. Playing time, that is. Here come the Mavericks back to the offensive zone. This is Everett Moratori. Moratori still down low, facing a couple of checks, one from Nate Shabik. Moratori still has it though. What an effort from Everett Moratori. Sinclair now over to Jace Victoria. Sutherland has that one bounce in and out of the pocket, then eats a heavy hit up top. That's going to draw a crowd. But Hayden Sutherland again takes a shot. And it's been a real rough game here for Hayden Sutherland. Riley Lodemeyer looks to get the explanation here from the officials, but training staff out there for Hayden Sutherland as well. And just a high hit on Sutherland in that instance. He's going to take his mask off here and looks to be okay. Got to be tough to play this sport, and these guys certainly are. Hayden Sutherland will look to shake that off. You know he wants to be out there with the offense as the power play is underway here for the Mavs. They score! Braden Sinclair gets the job done immediately. The Mavericks take full advantage. It's a power play goal. It's a 2-goal lead. What a tally that was for the Mavs on a 5-minute power play. It remains 5-on-4, so that's a major call on the high hit against Sutherland. Didn't pick up that tidbit. I apologize for that. I was more looking to see if Sutherland was okay, and it looks like he's getting strapped back up, so it looks like he's going to head back out there. But the Mavericks with a big goal from Braden Sinclair. Power play tally. Can they push more? It's now a 2-goal lead for the Mavericks, 7-5. What a hit by Riley Lodemeyer. Blows up his man right in front of us. And now things are definitely getting heated. Everett Moratori's getting pushed up against the wall. Now stepping in once again is Riley Lodemeyer. Lots of action, but Lodemeyer absolutely sent his man flying into the boards. First man in the sin bin is going to be Matthew Draveau-Legault. Riley Lodemeyer, no question, will probably be heading to the sin bin. Not from that hit, though. I thought that hit was very legal. He nailed his man. It's what happened after the fact that might draw some attention here from the officials. That hit was certainly heavy. I think that hit is going to draw a call as well. But from our vantage point here in the timekeeper's booth, that was a heavy, heavy hit. That was as close to the action as we'll get. That was unbelievable stuff. That's just another good advertisement for the Mountain View Mavericks in high-flying Junior B Tier 1 lacrosse. As out of the sin bin here is Caius Adams. We'll see what comes out of this. Referees have plenty to work to do here. Well, that was a heavy hit by Riley Lodemeyer, sent his man to the boards, and then essentially all 5 players on both sides. I guess there couldn't be that many, of course, with the short-handed situation that we've got ongoing, of course. We were originally at 4-on-4. We had the major penalty against Hayden Sutherland that resulted in a 5-minute power play at 4-on-3 then for the Mountain View Mavericks. Riley Lodemeyer takes this big hit. There's a 5 on the board. That's now been taken down. But that may be foreshadowing that another major penalty is going down, and this time against the Mavericks. We'll see what comes out of this. I could only hazard to guess. This is where we miss our guy Dawson Naylor. He'd have a solid understanding about what's going on out there, of course. Meanwhile, we're here clueless trying to figure it all out for you. Well, we'll see what we can do. Lots going down on the warpad. The officials now, 23-94, going things over with Mason Schroeder and Brendan Harnick, the leadership core for both groups. Schroeder now back to the Rockyview bench and Harnick over to the Mavericks bench to talk things over with their coaching staff. It is indeed a 5-minute major up on the board. The Silvertips will have their own extended power play to work with. But they will have to wait some time to take advantage of that. Still 4 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in that 5-minute major. That was in the favor of the Mountain View Mavericks. So long story short, we're going to play a lot of 4-on-4 here, at least for 4 minutes and 42 seconds. In fact, we're going to start with 3-on-3 for 1 second. Then it'll become 4-on-4. before it'll be a 16-second power play in the third period for the Rockyview Silvertips. Can you keep track of all that? So 3-on-3, 4-on-4, then a power play coming up for 16 seconds for the Silvertips, but that won't happen until after the intermission. We'll see if anything happens before then. Still 2 minutes and 55 seconds to play here in the second. And we'll see how good my math is as well, I guess. Shots 35-27 in favor of the Mavericks. They've certainly flipped the script on that. They were trailing heading into the second. Now picking up the ball here are the Silvertips. We're down to 4-on-4 Lacrosse now. Briefly it was 3-on-3, but Harnick, or I beg your pardon, that was Brendan May, or Drake May rather, forced up against the boards. Picked up now by Delinsky. Delinsky's into the offensive zone, so a little bit of possession here for the Mavericks at 4-on-4. Brendan Harnick, man on the mind, gets himself out. Transition here for Braden Sinclair, but it's Jace Victoria out to Sutherland. Now kicks it into the corner. Everett Moratori in tight. Puts that one wide. It's off the end wall and ricochets over. Sutherland gives up on it. The offense off, the defense out there. Picked up here by the Silvertips. Now in the offensive zone with Graydon Clark. Top of the arc. Gets it over once more. That's Graydon Clark who's got it, but we've got a whistle down there as a pick play set up, a moving pick I believe it was, and now it's off into the possession of the Mavericks. 4-on-4 continues. Kicked out, here's Hayden Sutherland again. Sutherland now on over to Braden Sinclair. Sinclair down low. This is Victoria. Victoria now running out of room, running out of time. That'll do it for the shot clock. They'll have to leave the ball there. Some chirping back and forth as you might have picked up on the mic. Now it's down low for the Silvertips right-hand side, looking for a lane towards the goal. Trayton Myris running out of room. Ball is up in the corner now. Harnick is digging for it. So too are the Tips. Harnick's going to come away with it first, though. Brandon Harnick in transition. About a minute 15 to go in this period. Everett Moratori now will pick up on the left-hand side. Moves his way to the middle. Fake shot. Now he fakes it again. Into the inside. Shoots, and that's a nice save by Orr. Benko had that one slip through the wickets. Loose in the neutral area as it's picked up by Benko. He's still got it. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Mavericks have possession with Delinsky. He's flanked here by Hayden Sutherland. Delinsky waits, takes on his man, one-on-one. Delinsky now off the floor. He scores! What a goal by Jace Delinsky. He's been battling it all game long. He's earned that one. Delinsky finds the back of the net. And the Mavericks, they have taken a 3-goal lead after trailing for the majority of this game. They flipped the script. They've got a big lead now. 39 seconds in the second, or remaining in the second, and they've got a 3-goal edge, 8-5. But all the credit in the world to Jace Delinsky. He has been all over it this afternoon, doing everything but scoring, and now he's got one to his credit. Silvertips looking for a quick counter here. We're still at 4-on-4, mind you. Silvertips have it now in the offensive zone. They've got a 30-second shot clock to work with, but only 15 seconds on the score clock. Here's Mason Schroeder. Dishes off. Sharp. His cross feed is a successful one. Shabak scores! Nate Shabak, with 7 seconds left, gives the Silvertips a little bit of mojo heading into the intermission. Now an 8-6 ball game. You can only hope to contain him. Nate Shabak, the leading scorer for the Rockyview Silvertips, came into this game 5 goals, 17 helpers, 22 points in 7 games, and now make that 6 goals on the year for Shabak. 7 seconds to go. Face-off is slow moving. I think this is going to do it. That ball unable to get out within that 7 seconds time, so we get a little bit of a tap between both centermen there. Nice battle to end out the second period of play, which was not lacking in entertainment or things to talk about. The Mavericks, they've stormed out to an 8-6 lead, courtesy some high-flying action. Goals from Everett Moratori, Braden Sinclair, Hayden Sutherland, and Brendan Harnick. Not to mention Jace Dolinsky getting his first of the afternoon just moments ago. 8-6 is where we stand. We will open up the third period of play with some 4-on-4 action. We'll have a minute 47 at least of 4-on-4 before it's a brief power play coming up for the Rockyview Silvertips. You're, of course, watching Mountain View Mavericks Lacrosse on the YouTube channel. We're happy to have you alongside with us. We're going to take a quick pause here for 10 minutes. Back with a third after this.
off.
We are back inside the Innisfil Twin Arena, where we're welcoming the Mountain View Mavericks back onto the floor, as well as the Rockyview Silvertips. Third period of action coming your way here on the Mavericks YouTube channel. It's Baron Van Klooster here alongside Gabe Bouchard, and want to thank some of our great sponsors helping put this together today, including Triple Point Chemical Incorporation, TNT Customs, Hydro Testers, Thomas Group Incorporated, Marlick, TX2 Recycling, and many more great sponsors helping put Mountain View Mavericks Lacrosse together, and of course this YouTube broadcast as well. Quickly, shout out to Platinum Fitness, Red Source for Sports, Ing & McKee Insurance, Carey Flaws Real Estate, CMB Electric, and many, many more. I apologize if I couldn't get to you. That just means that I'm not seeing you right now. Doesn't mean you're not a valued member of what we do here with the Mavericks. Mavericks getting set for this third. They're up 2 goals. It's 8-6. They've had leads come and go throughout this contest. We'll see if they can hold on to this one. We're going to start at 4-on-4 for about 1 minute and 47 seconds. There'll be a brief power play to follow for the Silvertips. Scramble off the draw. Both sides looking for it. It'll be the Mavericks who pull it into their own end. All the way back for Jay Stilinski. He's got the last goal for the Mavericks, a beauty at the tail end of the second. And Stilinski very methodically will take it in the offensive zone. This is Sutherland. Took a couple of shots in that second, scored a hat trick as well. Now he fumbles the ball and fights to get it back. Great work there by the veteran Sutherland. A little bit hobbled once more, but he does make the play. Stilinski's got it now. Steps off a check, steps off another. Now fires. That one hits the helmet. Deflected to Jace Victoria, who in tight gets a shot off, and Orr looking for that one. He gathers. Picked up the floor now by Rockyview. They're trying to get it in transition. Rockyview, the leaders in the Central Division coming into today's game. They're down 2 goals, though. Opportunity here for the Mavericks to try to gain ground. They are in a little bit of an awkward position, sitting with 9 points, a record of 4-1-1. That tie could throw things for a spin later on this season. That tie coming yesterday in St. Albert as the Mavericks played a 9-9 game with the Crude and Drome at Gimla Arena. Everett Moratori lets fly. That one's wide of the target. Now he's battling to try to get that ball back, but the Silvertips are going to get it first. They've got possession. Tips have it here. Drivet Legault's got it. He headmans, but 8 seconds had well passed, so that's going to be a turnover for Rockyview. Mavericks ball. Sutherland waits for checkers to come towards him, buying his teammates a little bit of room out there. He's got Sinclair to his right, but dishes to go left. That's Moratori. Now gets it back up top for Jace Victoria. Down low he goes. Moratori looking for it, trying to poke that one forward. Coming in with a big swat is Orr, but he doesn't grab it either. It's now instead picked up by Hudson James. James does well in transition, gets off for a change. Here comes the offense for Rockyview, down 2 goals. Mason Schroeder's got it. He's been quiet since the first period where he picked up a hat trick, or 4 goals, I beg your pardon. This time Schroeder sent to the ground. Great defensive play picked up here by the Mavericks. Now it's Cole Tewitt who picks up the loose change at half. Tewitt gets bumped around but makes the play. He's got Logan Newhook with him. Newhook gives it right back to Tewitt. Tewitt gets tied up there. Nice work by the Mavs. They've got the ball loose. They've got it now with Brendan Harnick. 1-on-3. Here comes Brendan Harnick. Swims around the checker. Couldn't get the shot off. Goes back up top. A good opportunity for Devin Gardner, who's denied point blank. I think that came off the blocker, off the glove of Jacob Orr. I think that is the case. It will be over the line, however, so back over the line, and it is a possession here for the Silvertips down low in the offensive zone. It's Newhook who digs it out. Newhook faces pressure there from Ethan Hildebrandt, who got the ball loose for a second. Now does well again to free up the ball. Ethan Hildebrand, great work defensively. Swan lays a check. A little bit of room here for Jay Stalinsky. Jay Stalinsky into the corner. Settled down here by the Mavericks. That's the cue from the coaching staff, Trey Christensen. Now it's Hayden Sutherland. Now spin move to the outside. Left-hand side. Gets a shot off. That one skips up and out of play. Sutherland with a lot of good looks in this contest. There's no doubt about that. And his best opportunities have come out of chances like that. Here's Cole Tewitt who gets hauled down, and that will be a call. Hard to deny that one. I don't know if it was a trip officially, but certainly did result in a trip, so nonetheless, it'll be a power play coming up here for Rockyview, who's had a handful of opportunities already. You can make this their fourth full power play. They've had abbreviated chances, of course, but earlier in this contest, they started 2 for 2 on the power play. Mason Schroeder with both those tallies, and no power play bigger than this one here. 15:58 remaining in the third. Man advantage for Rockyview. Schroeder out to Tewitt. Now down in the corner. Back out it comes to Tewitt. Tewitt can't handle this one. Skips towards the Mavericks bench, but Tewitt will quickly regain. Schroeder back to Tewitt. Now over to Shabak. Now back to Tewitt. Winds, fires. Nice save by Swan. Picked up by Lodemeyer. And the rebound is sent over half. Brendan Harnick is down to chase it, but he can't grab it before the big stick of Jacob Orr gets in the way of that. Power play resumes here for Rockyview.
Let's go, team!
Nate Shabak's got it. He dishes into the corner. Now Shabak's got it back. Oh, nice pick off there by Ethan Hildebrand. He's got a breakaway. Hildebrand. Oh, just missed the target on that one. Ethan Hildebrand with it. A breakaway, but certainly didn't have the equipment he was hoping for. Not enough pocket on that stick, but he's done a good job nonetheless of killing more and more valuable time from this power play. Mavericks in the offensive zone. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Something's got to give. Jay Stalinsky down low, lets one fly, and I don't believe that hit the target. No, the officials are saying it did, so the Mavericks are allowed to have it. No. Well, I don't know if both officials were on the same page on that play, but nonetheless, it's Rockyview who's got it. Mason Schroeder now to Tewitt. Schroeder's got it again. Now it's Tewitt. Now they go to the right side for Shabak. Back to Tewitt. Now back to Shabak. Now Tewitt. Now it's in the corner. Kicked out by Callum Gray. Nice shot on by Shabak. Nice save by Swan, though, as well. The rebound is corralled up against the glass, where it's Tewitt who's going to pick it up, but that's a heavy hit laid. And I believe that's I couldn't tell you what that one is. I missed Dawson. Dawson could tell us what that was. Here comes Hayden Sutherland. Right-hand side, he's into the offensive zone. Doesn't have quite the shot lane he was hoping for, but still has the ball. Here is Hayden Sutherland taking all sorts of abuse. Now dishes off. Offense will stay out there with Moratori. Bats it down, keeps it alive. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Braden Sinclair is the reinforcement. Here is Moratori. What a goal. Everett Moratori. He's got a hat trick, and that's the prettiest goal he scored all afternoon. 9-6 is the advantage. A 3-goal edge once again for the Mavs, and Moratori making it happen offensively. Great stuff there from the Mavs. And Everett Moratori is just a spark plug that the Mavericks needed at the start of the season. Of course, was still away at college, has rejoined the team, and he has become a major part of the team at that. It's another 3-goal lead here for the Mavericks, as they've got a good cushion over their Central Division rivals. Here comes Brendan Harnick into the offensive zone. Shots now 38-29 in favor of the Mavs as well. Brendan Harnick, couple of swim moves, gets towards goal, and that one just put wide. Great hustle by Harnick. Rockyview, they transition quickly. They're over the line. With numbers, they come into the offensive zone. Setting things up here is Hudson James. James will head off. Now that man down low, that was sharp rather. Trying to find a spark for his team, and unable to happen there. Back the other way. Good transition here by Andrew Murray. Murray will dish off. The offense is over the boards here for the Mavs. Time now. A friend of the Mavs, an enemy of the Silvertips. Down low, it's Sutherland looking to get on the end of that pass. That one just bounces away into the corner. It's still a loose ball there. Who's going to dig it up first? It's Jace Victoria who comes away. The Mavericks have it. They've got 7 seconds on the shot clock, though. Got to be quick. Down low. This is Moratori who's denied. The Mavericks to start this game were a little bit sleepy, maybe didn't quite have the legs that they were hoping for. Certainly the first period of play, it was the Silvertips who had more possession, more chances, better looks, more momentum. But since then, it's been all Mavericks. The second period, the Mavs took over, and in this third, they've been all over it once more. Offensive possession, it's Sutherland who lets fly. That's denied by Orr. A back pass though, or into the crease. Something happened there. It's a possession for the Mavs. Dolinsky lets fly. Nice save by Orr. Rebounds right there for Sutherland. And a whistle coming up here once more. Mavs possession. 41 shots you can make that for the Mavericks as they'll look for more. This is Dolinsky. He shoots. Nice save, Orr. Rebound gathered quickly. Here come the Silvertips. They're over half and into the offensive zone. They'll need a quick one at least to get a spark in this game. Firing one on, and they've got just that. Shot from distance. I don't know if that hit someone on the way through, but a little bit of a screen out front as well. Swan did not see that. It beat him cleanly. And that makes it a 9-7 ball game. The Silvertips do have the spark I was just talking about. You didn't think they'd go quietly, and they're not about to go quietly. The Silvertips, they've been the class of this Central Division for a long, long time. They're leading division right now, and they've got possession here as well. Oh, I beg your pardon. It's Lodemeyer who sweeps that up and takes it away. Must have been some sort of infraction off that face-off again. I'd love to have Dawson Naylor here alongside with us to help explain what that's all about. Picked up here by Riley Benko as the offense gets out there. Just gave one back. They're looking to repad that 3-goal lead. Long shot coming on. That one's from Benko, but it's denied by Orr. Rebound is collected. Centering pass out front. Benko, I beg your pardon, Jace Victoria wanted to let fly. Couldn't do so. Now back the other way. This is Cole Tuitt, who gets rocked by Devin Gardner, but that is going to draw a call. So Devin Gardner comes back and flattens his man. He knows he's the guilty party. He heads right to the sin bin. It's a cross-checking call coming up against Devin Gardner. Got to squint to find that cross-check, but I think Gardner... Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Gardner admitted a fault there or not, but that looked like a pretty nonchalant cross-check. But nonetheless, there will be a power play for the Rockyview Silvertips. Cole Tuitt is at the top of the arc. He's head-manning it. He's got it. He's firing, and that one, I believe, hit a leg before it got to the target. Fifth full power play here for the Rockyview Silvertips. It's Mason Schroeder who lets fly. And this time it ricochets up and out of play. Into the rafters. That'll draw a call, or a whistle, I should say. And now picking up the ball into the offensive zone is Hayden Sutherland. 10 minutes to go in this third. Sutherland carries it towards goal. He's still on his feet. Let's fly. That hit the post. Sutherland with another fantastic look. Now it's Everett Moratori. He's being told to eat the ball here. Moratori dishes across for Jace Dolinsky. He's also getting the hold call. Looking to kill as much time as possible. The Mavericks now with another call coming up here. I beg your pardon, not sure what this one is either, but it'll be a call coming up. It looks like it's going against Rockyview. So that'll do it for that power play. It ends with just 58 seconds expired, so it'll be a minute and 2 seconds of 4-on-4 once again here in Innisfil. Lots of special teams today. Lots of 4-on-4 lacrosse. We've even had some 3-on-3 at times. Down low. That is Moratori playing pitch and catch here with Sutherland. Now Moratori's got it again. He skips one off the ground. That shot is going to end up well wide of the target. Over half. Going to have to be settled down here by Sutherland, who will no doubt want to change. He's kind of forced out there right now. He's stuck with Ethan Hildebrandt. Andrew Murray joins the fray. Jace Dolinsky at the top. These are the killing group. Isaac Nickel around his man. Let's fly. Had a hole there on Swan, but that one's quickly covered up and nice save made. Alex Swan, first round pick from 2024, shows us why. Now into the offensive zone, left-hand side. Good carry here by Ethan Hildebrandt. Now gets it back up top. Jace Dolinsky with it. 4-on-4 continues. 9 minutes on the board. We're in for a good finish here. The Mavericks holding on to a 9-7 lead. Down low, looking to get a shot off there was Dolinsky. He let that one fly over the cage. Ends up in the corner, picked up. It's Dolinsky. Out front, Chase Victoria. Let's fly. Loose ball out front. Steele is looking for it. He's plowed over. And it's a Mavericks possession. Mavericks will have the ball, says the official, but we've got a brief whistle coming up first. As I believe this brings us to our media timeout. A little bit of confusion there. I'm not 100% sure why. I think the officials wanted to get things started again, but the goaltender Jacob Orr was very much saying, no, we're going to take our break here. We're going to take a breather with 8:41 remaining here in the third period. They will take a media pause. Shots 45-32 in favor of the Mountain View Mavericks. And credit to the Mavericks, they were trailing on the shot clock for a good portion of this game. Seemingly had to field their way into this one against their rivals. But they have certainly come to life. That second period of play did a lot of good for the Mavs and got them a 3-goal edge. Not once, but twice. And now that second 3-goal lead turned into a 2-goal lead. We're in for a good finish here. 9-7. Offense restarted here for the Mavericks as Devin Gardner down low at the back door area was looking for it. Just couldn't come up with it. Now it's Orr who lobs one over half and right into the basket of Jace Dolinsky. Here's Jace Dolinsky. Gets it over. Now it's with Braden Sinclair. Sinclair felt a little bit of pressure there, backs off. Now he gives it over. Good action here as Hayden Sutherland's down low. He doesn't quite have the shot lane he was hoping for. Lets one fly off the ground, but that one won't hit target. Now ricochets out. Devin Gardner trying to push that towards goal, and it's swallowed up here by Jacob Orr. Orr, nice pass, hits Shabak in stride. Nate Shabak into the offensive zone. Electrifying player for Rockyview. Carries it around the goal. Now up top he comes for Cole Tewitt. Tewitt now. Left-hand side. Tewitt is forced down. No call coming. Loose ball is there. Tewitt's digging for it. Whistle is sounded by the official. Tewitt's laying on it, so it'll be a Mavericks possession. Out of the zone. Nice pass by Dolinsky to hit his man. Now the offense will get out there. It's Everett Moratori who joins the attack. Just over the bench here is Jace Victoria, who will pick it up now. Gives it right back to his man in Benko. Benko now out for Steele. Now comes on over. Right wing side is Victoria. Nice dish out to Benko. Benko's shot is in the equipment of Orr. Had to be tight to close the wickets there, but does keep it out. Now back in the offensive zone. It's the Silvertips who need one here. Newhook, left-hand side. Assessing the play. Doesn't quite have the lane he was hoping for, so dishes off. Graydon Clark. Isaac Nickel. Nice feed into the middle. That was Zachary Cullen who almost got on the end of that one. This is Harnick. Skip pass ahead. Picked up now by Braden Sinclair. Down he comes. Nice feed up top. Devin Gardner. Gardner now is picked off. That's a clean interception and a breakaway the other way. Here's an opportunity for Trayton Myris, who's denied by Alex Swan. Myris, the former Mountain View Maverick, is denied by his ex-teammate. I'll never forget it. Trayden Myris scored the opening goal of the 2024 season for the Mountain View Mavericks. Now finding himself a member of the Rockyview Silvertips, denied by Alex Swan. If I remember correctly, Myris scored a similar breakaway-style goal for the opener last year. It's an over back here for the Mavericks. Going to result in possession for Nate Shabik and the Rockyview Silvertips. Shabik now back up top. He comes for Mason Schroeder. Zachary Cullen now back for Shabik out front, who's denied point blank by Alex Swan. What a save by Swan. Remy Pinchard now tries his luck. He's denied. And gets some extra pushing and shoving after the whistle there. A little bit of feistiness in this game. It's been brewing or building up all afternoon long. And you can certainly tell that there's no love lost between these two rivals in the Central Division. 1 and 2 seeds going head-to-head here in Innisfil. Here is Devin Gardner looking to swim around his check. Can't do so he'll turn back. Now Moratori's got it down low. It's Sutherland out front, and what a goal that was. Beautiful passing by the Mavericks. Jace Delinsky, his second of the afternoon, restores a 3-goal lead. Jace Delinsky has had an adventureful game, I would say. He's been all over it tonight. And once again finding the back of the net, but credit to the offense. Fantastic ball movement in the offensive zone. And Sutherland gets the primary assist, hits Delinsky on the money, and they find the back of the net. Restarting play here with another 3-goal lead for the Mavericks. Certainly got to ramp up the urgency now if you're a Silvertips player. Meanwhile, the Mavs are going to look to close this one out. It's less than 5 to go. Should be a good finish here. It's Victoria into the corner for Benko. Benko now, he's got it, trying to dish out. He's got it out to Sutherland, who lets fly. That's a nice blocker save, I believe that was, by Orr. Battle for it right in front of the Rockyview bench. It's gathered up by the Mavericks, who've got possession. Liam Steele heads it over for Victoria. Now Sutherland down low on the backdoor feed for Benko. That one just getting away from him. Benko now picks up the loose change. He's got it again. 4:06 remaining. 15 on the shot clock. That was Liam Steele who let a shot fly. That one hit someone before it got to the target. Now less than 10 on the shot clock. Jace Victoria, he does hit the money. So new shot clock. Can they get possession? No, it'll be the Silvertips who come away. But it's quickly stripped away. Great recovery. Great work by the Mavericks. This time, Jace Victoria. Ethan Hildebrand looking to keep that one on the Mavericks attacking half. It's right at half. It's picked up by the Silvertips. They'll get it over half. They do so successfully. Here's Newhook. Logan Newhook starts the offense here with about 3:30 to go. Less than that here in Innisfil. Some pressure there. Good defensive play. Good pressure by Ethan Hildebrand, but Shabik's got it now for Rockyview. Rockyview under all sorts of distress there. Shabik couldn't hold on to it. He turns it over. Excellent work by Andrew Murray, I should say. And Shabik in retaliation. That's a cross-checking call. Or a slashing call, I beg your pardon. But all the credit in the world to number 16. That's Andrew Murray, who did a relentless job on Nate Shabik. Forces the retaliation call. So a 2-minute power play with 3:09 remaining in this contest. A 3-goal edge for the Mountain View Mavericks as well. And a quick whistle as that's a sloppy start on this power play. The Silvertips are going to be able to pick it up. Becca Mondran on Dragon. It's Cole Tuitt. Tuitt, one-on-one with his man, looks to go outside. Now he swims through. It's Brendan Harnick. Lets him slide, but Tuitt, no lane there. He's denied by Swan. Not a lot of shot opportunity there. Mavs in transition. They're over half into the offensive zone with Remy Pinchard. This is now Braden Sinclair. 2:30 remaining. Out top it comes. Sutherland back up top. Let's fly. That was Braden Sinclair, whose shot was deflected. Didn't get towards goal. 109 on this power play, 27 on the shot clock, so must have got a refresher there. Dolinsky to Sutherland, down low. This is Moratori. Now back up top it comes to Dolinsky. Moratori working the perimeter. Sutherland now fakes the shot. That's go into the corner, but that's an intercepted pass, and back the other way. Here come the Silvertips in the offensive zone. Lugging it into the corner. Isaac Nickel joins the fray. Some pressure being put on here. Great effort by Jace Dolinsky. He frees the ball up, and now he's got it. Here comes Jace Dolinsky. He's going to look to carry it himself. Nope, turns around, now makes the play out for Brendan Harnick. Harnick now down low. It's Sutherland who scores. Hayden Sutherland's 4th goal of the afternoon. And that makes it an 11-7 ball game and should all but do it here. The Mountain View Mavericks have stormed out to a 4-goal lead. And after the Silvertips hung in there for the first period of play, they had the better chances. They had all the momentum in some instances. Some sloppy play by the Mavericks, and then midway through that second, they found some life, did the Mavs, and they have not looked back. Hayden Sutherland's got 4 goals. Everett Moratori's got 3. Jace Dolinsky's got 2. Braden Sinclair with another single. And the Mavericks, they're on their way to a victory this afternoon in Innisfil. Net is now empty for Rockyview. Desperation times. Full force offense, full push as well. It's now 10 seconds on the board. Isaac Nickel is pinned against the boards. That was a heavy hit, and he is feeling it. Heavy hit on Nickel. Gets up under his own strength and gets himself off. It's a heavy hit on Nickel. That one did not feel good. He sits down. He's kneeled over now as well. It will result in a call against. Unsportsmanlike the call. Riley Lodemeyer, 2 minutes in the box. Power play coming up here for Rockyview. Splitting hairs at this point. 6th power play of the afternoon now for Rockyview. Down 4 goals. 1:05 on the score clock. Gotta be quick. Comes out to Tuidu, lets fly, and that one ricochets up and out of bounds. That one hit a light. So that's a quick whistle, quick possession now for the Mavericks. Brendan Harnick into the offensive zone. He'll want to rag this as long as possible. Brendan Harnick feeling the heat here. Swims through a couple of checks. It's Brendan Harnick still with it. 44 seconds to play. Drake May has it. Drake May looking to get around 1 check. He's done it. Now 2. He's done that as well. Carries it in the corner. Oh, nice fake move by May. Dishes it across. They're going to run out of time on the shot clock. That won't matter, though. They'll be very content to take as much time away as possible. The Mountain View Mavericks are on their way to their 5th victory of the year. And more importantly, they are going to make ground with these very same Rockyview Silvertips to move into the hunt for first place in the Central Division. The Mavericks, they take this one by a score of 11-7 at the Innisfil Twin Arena. But not without some last-minute pushing and shoving, of course, as you'd expect between these two sides. Some words exchanged as well. We'll see you later, guys. We'll see you down the trail this season. For now, it's the Mavericks who take a 2-0 lead in this season series, their 5th victory of the year, and they move in to within 1 point of the Silvertips for first place in the Central Division. Another great Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League game for us this afternoon here in Innisfil. Thank you for being alongside with us for it. Certainly a lot of players standing out in today's contest. A couple of power play tallies. How about Hayden Sutherland, Big credit to number 12, the assistant captain. 4 goals today for Sutherland. Everett Moratori, you expect him to be all over it. He was all over it. A hat trick for Moratori. 2-goal performance for Jay Stalinsky to boot as well. Brendan Harnick had a lone tally. What a beauty that was as well. And of course, Braden Sinclair rounding out the scoring today for the Mountain View Mavericks. An excellent performance once again by Alex Swan as well. Swan was solid, making 28 saves in between the pipes, earning another victory as well. And for the Silvertips, it's going to be a little bit of a sour taste in their mouths after playing so well throughout the first period, a little bit of the second period as well. Then they were seemingly overwhelmed throughout that middle frame by the Mavericks, who did not look back as both teams shake hands. A great sign of sportsmanship here. And something else that's great to see is the players coming together after the game. There's so many relationships beyond the rink between these two teams, between these players, I should say, growing up with each other, of course, and these are relationships that go beyond the playing field, so that's a great thing to see here in the RMLL. A very cool touch, if you ask me. But this is going to go down as a Mountain View Mavericks victory on home floor, and we are very happy to have you alongside with us. Courtesy, of course, our fantastic sponsors. They include Platinum Fitness, Red Source for Sports, Ing and McKee Insurance, Terry Flaws Real Estate, CMB Electric, and of course many, many more, as well as, I'm just about to pull that up, Triple Point Chemical Incorporation, TNT Customs, Hydro Testers, Thomas Group, Marlick, TX2 Recycling, and Pure Chem Services as well. Thank you very much for all our great sponsors, and thank you to the Mountain View Mavericks for another thrilling game here at the Innisfil Twin Arena. It's a final. It'll go down 11-7 for the Mavs over the Silvertips. My name is Baron Van Klooster. Thank you for being alongside with me here in the broadcast booth today. No Dawson Naylor. He'll be with us next time, and we hope you are as well. As I just take a look here to see when our next broadcast might be, as I'm not exactly aware of that off the top of my head. Our next game coming up on June 7th. It'll be an 11 o'clock tip-off. An 11 o'clock tip-off, I believe. That is a Saturday as well. Don't quote me on that. I believe that is a Saturday, June 7th, 11 o'clock against the Blizz. It should be a great game. For now, it's an 11-7 final. The Mountain View Mavericks victorious. You've been watching Mavs YouTube Lacrosse.